Ferdinand. This movie stars John Cena as Ferdinand, as well as Kate McKinnon, Peyton Manning, Bob Cannavale, Anthony Anderson, Gina Rodriguez, David Diggs, and Gabriel Iglesias. I think that's a lot of the big voices that I can remember. But this movie follows the story of Ferdinand, and he's basically a bull that doesn't want to fight. He's a bull, and they are raised as fighting bulls, and he escapes the farm that he's built on to fight, and he ends up with this little girl that raises him, and then he loves the flowers and loves to be out and about, and they have the flower festival, and he tries to go to the flower festival and causes a ruckus accidentally, and it gets him put back in that same farm. Now, when I saw this movie, I saw the trailer and I was like, okay, he's going to be a dumb throwaway kids movie that they're just going to put out for the sake of putting it out. And I was wrong. I think this movie, actually had a lot of fun with this movie. This movie is definitely a kid movie. It's not a movie that you can go in and be like, it's going to be the Lion King good, and everyone's going to be enjoy it and cry and stuff. It's not. It's just another kids movie. But I think this really delivers for adults as well. It is funny. I think for the most part there is a lot of jokes, and the jokes, when they hit, they hit. And I'll give them that part. A lot of the times in a lot of movies this year, I've seen movies where they've just hit a lot of jokes and they just keep missing. And this movie delivered on a lot of them, and there was a lot of them. It is a kids movie, it is an animation, that's what's going to happen. But they did deliver, and the voice acting for the most part was pretty good. I think everyone nailed the role they were given. John Cena is actually pretty good and likeable. The character is very likeable, which is a big thing to get behind this character. Now, in general, they followed a pretty much basic formula for a kids movie. Get this likeable, relatable character and put him through something, and he has to go through something, or they have to go through something and, get to a big point, and that's how the movie climaxes. And it does. It's the same thing. But this thing, he has to go about fighting, which I think is a good message to send to young kids, that you don't have to fight. Even if you're raised to fight, you don't have to fight. And it is a very smart movie in the way it does it. The way it really shows that whole thing is very smart towards here. I think they delivered on that. Now, when it comes to flaws in the movie, there is a few. It's not the greatest movie. It's serviceable. I'm going to drop a lot of bull puns, by the way. This movie, it's a serviceable kids movie. I think it is better than some of the throwaway ones that I've seen this year, such as like Boss Baby or like Smurfs or stuff like that. I think it's actually a higher peak of serviceable kids movies, and probably you might regret it. But they did have some missed opportunities. I think they did force a lot of jokes down your throat. I like them for the most part, but if someone doesn't like them, it makes it hard to like a movie, as with any comedy. As well as an extra opportunity to really relegate on any relationships. They had it there with the bulls, but then there was a few human ones that they could have put in a lot better. The ones between Ferdinand and people on the farm before he got put back onto the bull raising farm, I guess. They could have had a bit more strength in that relationship there. But other than that, I think they actually did a great story between him and his kind of rival, I suppose you call him, Valente. I think that was a great story there. And then in general, I think it had a great message. I think, again, it's just a serviceable movie. It isn't a bullcrap movie, another one. And it does its job. It gives you a movie that you can have fun with, you can laugh, and you can get behind these characters. And that's really what any kids movie goes to do, and a lot of them have done that. And to be memorable, you got to step it up. They didn't quite step it up, but I think they gave us a good enough movie for me to enjoy and have a fun time with. I'm giving Ferdinand a C+. Thank you guys for watching my review of Ferdinand. If you've seen my other reviews, check them out. They're right there. You can go back and watch any review that come out this year. I've done pretty much everything that came out this year, so if you haven't checked them out already, you can check them out there, as well as doing movie videos. I just did a comic book video and the occasional vlog. So check out my channel, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already, but of course, have a good one.